In today's video, we're going to be replacing this old kitchen faucet with a brushed nickel pull-down faucet. This is a great weekend project that can save you the cost of a plumber, so let's go ahead and dive in. And here's what comes with the new faucet: the faucet body, a deck plate, a rubber gasket, a flat metal gasket ring, and a crescent-shaped mounting plate with 2 screws, as well as a hose weight. So first, let's turn off both the hot and cold water supply valves under the sink. Put a towel or a bucket underneath because a little water may drip when we disconnect the supply lines. Loosen the old mounting nut or bracket underneath the sink. Sometimes these can be rusted or tough to reach, so a basin wrench can be a lifesaver. So in this case on this faucet is plastic. All you do is grab it and unscrew it. Once that's off, just lift the old faucet out from above. Then we'll pry up the old deck. Use a razor blade to remove any remaining silicone or debris from the countertop. Start by placing the faucet into your sink opening, making sure to put the deck plate down first. This faucet comes with a rubber gasket that seals against the sink, so silicone is not required. But before connecting, wrap the valve threads with plumber's tape or PTFE tape. This helps prevent leaks and gives you a better seal. Always wrap the tape clockwise so it doesn't unravel when you tighten the fitting. Under the sink, slide on the rubber gasket first. This seals against the sink. Next, add the flat metal gasket ring. Finally, screw on the crescent-shaped mounting ring. Hand tighten it up as far as you can. Then use a screwdriver to snug up the 2 side screws on the crescent plate. This pulls the faucet tight against the sink and keeps it from wiggling around. Now we'll connect the pull-down sprayer hose. Push it into the quick connect fitting until it clicks into place. Next, add the counterweight. This slips around the hose at the recommended spot, usually marked on the hose. The weight is what pulls the sprayer back up into place so it stays docked when it's not in use. Without it, the sprayer would just hang loose. Start threading by hand to avoid cross-threading, then snug it with a wrench. Don't over-tighten it, just firm enough to seal. The supply line with the red stripes goes to the hot, and the supply line with the blue stripes go to the cold. Simple as that. Now, turn the water back on slowly and check all your connections for leaks. If you see a drip, snug the fitting or add a bit more PTFE tape. Run both hot and cold water for a minute to flush out any air or debris. Test the sprayer and make sure it pulls back in smoothly with the weight installed. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more videos like these.